Basic information in yes-no questions. Yes-no questions are known to be closed questions which can be answered by a word only. However, this still gives you a chance to speak in length by providing explanations, reasons, or examples for you to fetch your goal score. All questions invite you to speak freely. Yes-no questions begin in do, does, is, are, was, were, has, have, had, can, could, will, would, or the like. Here are some examples. Do you like summer days? Are there many summer days in your country? Have you ever got caught in the rain without an umbrella or raincoat? Can rainy days change your mood? You may answer yes, no, or at the middle. If your answer is yes, you can support it with information of how or why. If your answer is no, mostly you elaborate by answering the question, why not? And if your answer is in between, you have to provide details to support both yes and no. Go ahead and take a look at the succeeding answers. Do you check the weather forecast before going out? Yes, I do. It's part of my daily routine to know the weather condition before I leave home so I can know if I need to bring my umbrella and jacket. It's also nice to go out with proper shoes. I hate getting my feet wet, so I use my rain shoes when the forecast says it rains. No, I don't. I just use the sky observation my father taught me when I was young. When the sky is red in the evening, there is nothing to worry about the next day. But when I wake up in the morning in the red sky, it's a warning. I have to be ready for the afternoon rain. Another reason I don't check is that when there is a typhoon looming, everybody in my area talks about it. Do you check the weather forecast before going out? Not always. I'm accustomed to receiving updated info on my mobile number. This is regularly sent by the Weather Alert Center, especially if there is a storm coming. It's added with important preparation people have to do to keep safe. I just intentionally have a check when I travel to a different region. You can see that whichever your answer is, it may be yes, no, or in the middle, you can always provide additional information. You can emphasize your answer by adding adverbs of emphasis like absolutely, definitely, certainly, sure, beyond any doubt, and the like. It's also best to use partially, slightly, and somewhat to mean that you sit on the fence. Listen to the following examples. Do you like the weather in your hometown? Absolutely yes. I like the temperature, which is moderate all through the year. I can bask in the sun in summer, yet the wind blows gently, making the atmosphere cool. Constant downpour between June and August is acceptable. It's needed by the green grassland surrounding my hometown. For me, I can still appreciate the rain except when there is a violent typhoon. Can rainy days change your mood? Not totally. I just feel slightly disappointed when I have plans and they are canceled because rain persists, and sometimes the city where I live experiences power outages for days. Even if I do all the house chores, it's still unproductive and boredom hits me. Does the weather affect people's lives in your country? Yes, significantly. There are rare times in a decade when our country experiences a violent tropical storm. It's challenging because there could be landslide in mountainous areas and floods in low-lying regions. Sometimes, because of global warming, I think the season lasts longer and people suffer from harder life. Do you like rainy days? Yes, I do. I always look forward to rainy days in June. This is such a wonderful time to feel the cool breeze and breathe fresh air after the rain. I also use this chance to do binge watching once in a while. Do you like sunshine? Why? Yes, I can't leave a day without morning sunshine. When I stay under the sun for an hour in the morning, I get deep sleep at night. It also makes me sleep early so that I can avoid being awake doing an important matters. Are there many summer days in your place? No, I think it's just a normal duration which lasts for 3 months. As I live in a tropical country, we have dry and rainy seasons only, but the hot, dry season starts from late March to June. Does bad weather ever affect transport in your country? Yes, the transport system is indirectly affected by the effects of bad weather. Landslide caused by prolonged rain impede traffic flow. It takes a day or longer to clean up routes, so many local units and tourist cars can be stranded. Learn new vocabulary in context. It's best to learn new words when you read or listen. Observe how they are used in sentences. You will have a better understanding of how native speakers use them. It's more efficient as compared to simply memorizing words. Weather related words and phrases are underlined in the provided examples. Can you remember any time when it rained particularly heavily in your hometown? When? Yes, I can. It was June a few years ago when a tropical storm hit my region. The rain fell continuously for days. Then there was a huge space runoff which caused landslide and floods across different provinces. A number of people were drowned and gone missing. I heard the amount of rain exceeded the amount the land could contain. It was still dangerous for trucks to carry supplies to mountains for months. Do you think the climate has changed in recent years compared to the past? Why? How? Obviously, yes. As I see in my city, there has been a tremendous change in climate over decades. TV weather programs report an increase in temperature and extreme rainfall, which are basically caused by human activities triggering global warming. The weather pattern was also changed. The rainy season, which was experienced from the month of May a decade ago, now starts in early July. Also, the rain pours longer each day. The temperature has increased in cold places. Is there any part of your country where it does not rain much? I'm not sure, but I think there are some regions in the south where rainfall remains scanty all through the year. They are upland and drought prone environments, and they experience damage in agriculture. Have you ever got caught in the rain without an umbrella or raincoat? Yes, several times. The latest was when we climbed a mountain without any plan. It was one morning coffee appointment when my friend and I decided to hike, and we proceeded without hesitation. Since we invited a friend who was not into hiking, we followed her pacing, and it took us many hours under the rain to hike down. We got drenched, which made our body barely move. Is the weather the same in all parts of your country? It's different in every region. I live in the north, where there is torrential rain in some wet months, but it's temperate at an 11 degrees average all year. Southern and western regions are drier and are drought areas in summer. Eastern areas experience mild rain and dryness. Are there any problems with the climate in your country? Yes, many times. There are months in the entire country when severe tropical typhoons landfall. Homes are washed away by mudslide or floods in low-lying regions and landslide in mountainous areas. Trees are destroyed by strong winds. Just last year, when the global strongest typhoon left a trail of destruction which caused a worldwide economic downturn. Reminder: Don't give extremely short or long answers. The length of your answers mainly depend on what a question requires. Questions can be answered sufficiently short or moderately long. When you improve, you will have that sense or discernment to naturally determine if your answer is enough. This can be acquired by repeated practices, using the language daily at least, if not always, and talking with people who speak the language well.